welcome to Thom Talk. And today I'm here at the FASA offices in South Africa, which stands for the Franchise Association of South Africa. Am I correct?
That's it.
And I have Martha on my right hand side and Vera. And I've known Vera a very long time. When I originally was starting Gold Creative, I was giving a talk at Dale Carnegie, and you were sitting in the audience. And I think it was at that point I said to everyone that I'm now going to start my own advertising agency.
Yeah.
And that's what, about 25 odd years ago, something like that. So we've had a long relationship. But today I wanted to find out a little bit more from Franchise Association. I understand that you've got a little bit of an exhibition coming up, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so tell me, what is the name of the exhibition?
It's called the International Franchise Expo.
Yeah.
We host this year once a year, every year.
Okay.
The main purpose of this show is to give platform to the franchise brands in South Africa and internationally to come and showcase their brands and also to interact with the potential franchisees, customers, and also for them to understand the industry as a whole at large. Yes.
Right. So when is this exhibition taking place?
It's from Friday the 8th of April to Sunday the 10th of April.
So the 8th of April till the Sunday the 10th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many brands or exhibitors are you going to have at the exhibition this year?
I think we expect over 100 brands, but many of them have multiple brand businesses.
Right.
So, you might find that there are 3 or 4 different brands connected with one company.
All right.
So we're really excited about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, all right, so basically it's about an opportunity for someone who's looking to buy into a franchise, looking to buy an establishment within a brand and put that together. All right, so what would be the ideal target audience of who should visit an expo like this?
I think anybody who's really connected to the industry or who wants to be wants to get involved in the franchise industry. So I would probably say, if you think about the franchise industry, it's old and young, of any color.
Right.
It really doesn't matter who you are, what your background is.
Okay.
You can find a place in the sun in the franchise industry.
Okay.
It's such a successful industry generally all over the world, and it's still growing despite tough economic times.
Sure.
So it really is a good option for someone who wants to build their own future and be in control of their own destiny and be able to create income streams for themselves and their family.
Fantastic.
What I'm particularly excited about this year that Martha is really working very hard on is to get exhibitors to offer educational experiences on their stands. So it's not just an expo where you come and there's somebody standing in a stand and he gives you a pamphlet and off you go. I know Martha's talking to some of the paint franchises, and she said to them particularly, so don't just tell people about your paint franchise. Offer a bit of an educational value. So if someone has a crack in their wall, show them how to fix it. Or if there's a water leak in the roof, show them how to fix it. So I think that's where Martha's driving to, is to make sure that every exhibitor offers an experience to the visitor that not only come and look at our products and services and the franchise that you may be interested in, but while you're here, let's teach you something, or let's give you a little bit of an exciting experience. I know the guys are looking at competitions and all sorts of exciting stuff. So I think we're going to have a really nice show. Look, the Franchise Expo is probably the oldest and most long-standing expo on the African continent. It still is the only exclusive franchise show. So it's a franchise show for anything in franchising. Whether you're a supplier looking for a new client, or you're a franchisee or a franchisor looking for a new supplier, or you want to sell a franchise, or you want to buy a franchise, that is the show.
Fantastic.
And
tremendous.
we're talking to everyone on the continent, so it's not really just focused on South Africa. I know that 95% of the South African brands have expanded north of our borders.
Yes, okay.
So, anyone outside of our borders should also come to the show, because the South African franchises are keen to expand. I think they've paid their school fees, they've bumped their heads, they've lost the money.
Right.
So I think they're pretty streetwise now in terms of what.
And you've got very established brands that are coming onto the expo. Okay.
Yeah.
So Martha, what are you excited about at this expo? What do you think is going to be a little bit different that you think is going to be quite exciting?
Actually, as Vera explained already, to make the show alive, not just for people to come there and be bored and just receive pamphlets and so forth. Like in the 2015 franchise show, it was very exciting because we had one of the brand's exhibitors there was having girls dancing, and people was very excited about it. It's something to remember. When you go home, you actually, even if you don't recall the name, but when you phone FASA, I remember the girls were dancing. Everybody will remember. We had the stands, this brand, they had girls dancing there. It's something very exciting. And also people, when especially the brands, when they come to the show, it's not only about selling or to get selling franchisees or to get new franchisees and so forth. It's also a brand awareness. It's something that when I get home or when I drive past, I remember I've seen this brand at the expo, and obviously have to support that brand in the future going forward.
So what would you say would be the maybe top 3 things that a man on the street looking for a business, why would you buy into a franchise? Why would you recommend this be a good idea to buy into a franchise? What are the aspects of?
I think there are so many aspects that potential franchisees need to look at, and that's why we also offer seminars and educational training throughout the IFE. So on Saturday, the 9th of April, there's a full day seminar for potential franchisees on how to evaluate.
So that's on the Saturday, on the 9th.
Fantastic. So if they're interested in buying a franchise, but they don't know where to start, what questions must I ask? How do I know if it's the right business for me? Can I afford it? Then they can go Saturday, they can enroll on our website already, book the day, and go and learn.
Fantastic.
And then once they've decided, okay, that's the franchise for me, how do they get funding? Well, on the Sunday morning, the 10th of April, we've got a seminar specifically just about funding.
Fantastic.
So, we don't want to leave people high and dry to say, okay, well, I'm excited about this business, but I can't afford it. Or I don't have the deposit. Well, the developing funders in South Africa have really stepped forward in terms of funding franchises.
Tremendous. Wow.
They see it as a more secure business to go into, because hopefully the checks and balances are in place. There should be recourse, and all of those really important issues are there in our industry. So we have seen that they've come to the party, and they're very willing to fund interested youngsters and anybody really who wants to buy a franchise and who might not really have the money to afford that franchise. So that's on the Sunday morning, and also people can go onto the website. It's www.IFE International Franchise Expo.co.za, and they can book for any of the training courses or seminars that we're offering.
Fantastic.
There's also the Speaker's Corner. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about the free seminars there.
Yes, and also the visitors, because like Vera explained, there are ones who book to come and attend these seminars, but also the visitors also we have Speaker's Corner, where they can just come in and sit there and listen to different speakers telling them about educationally how to run a business, how to get funding, like Vera has already explained. We have a lot of speakers lined up for that Speaker's Corner.
And so that's free.
It's free. They don't have to pay.
That's great value, isn't it? That's fantastic value.
And they don't have to book for it, as long as you came to the show, and then you can easily go and sit there and listen to different
speakers.
So
the Speaker's Corner and the speakers, that's all free. That's all part of the actual entrance fee and all that type of stuff. Tremendous. All right, so as a marketer, maybe we're coming to the end of the show, so maybe just maybe put some added value to where you guys, because I think you've got some exciting things happening, with exciting brands coming to the show. I think that one of the things that you've got to realize in social media that's taking place right now, and I'm sure you're aware of this, is that people are telling stories. And because you have these awesome brands that are coming and each one has got a unique story, I think it's a good idea that you capture those stories and you publish them in the social media spaces, which I'm sure you're going to do. Yes. But that is very much what gets the message across and the sharing across, is where you are adding the value. So like you said, on the show you want to do more on the floor, but I'm saying capture those stories electronically as well and put them into the social media context and get them shared, and also sometimes repeat them, because the feeds are constantly moving all the time. And you can go to exhibitors, find out what those stories are, and as things are happening in Speakers Corner and stuff like that, be publishing that on the Facebook, on your Twitters, getting that call to action that people are hearing about, that you're trending the conversation, trending the topics, is that kind of thing that I think is going to work very, very well for you. But we're going to take this video and we're going to publish it on all your platforms, and we're going to publish it on the Thom Talk platform as well. But as I said, if there's any stories, you're more than happy to hashtag me in there, and I'll pass it on. And we look forward to seeing everyone at the Franchise Expo. So that's Thom Talk, folks. So the way I end the show like this is, it's time to jam.
Yes, it is time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.